I'd spend an hour with him, and he didn't really talk much. When it was time to go, I bent over and to give him a kiss on the cheek, and he whispered something in my ear, and he said, and it was the only time that he'd ever said that to me. And I think maybe that's all I wanted from my dad, is his approval. So I bet you didn't know it was going to be a sad story, hey? What he said, I didn't realize that was going to be the last word that he ever said to me. Hello and welcome to Coffee Connections podcast. My name is Cindy Chase, and I'm glad that you're here with us today. This week in Canada, we celebrated Family Day on Monday, February 21st. And I guess in the United States, you guys celebrated President's Day. And both are very important. We don't have a president here in Canada. We have a prime minister, and we're hoping to get a new one very soon, a better one. But we won't talk politics. This week we have something a little bit different for you. We're going to talk family. What do you know about me? Nothing? Well, I'm going to hopefully change that. And I hope you stick around and get to know me a little bit better. If you're subscribing to my channel and watching my podcasts every week, then you are becoming like my family, my brothers and sisters. And so I just thought I wanted to share some information about me and my family. As I mentioned, this week was Family Day here in Canada, on Monday actually. And last week my granddaughter turned 15. And if you know anything about teenagers, especially teenage girls, they're busy, and a lot of times too busy for grandma. I had a really nice visit with my granddaughter, Lily, and her brother Seth, and my son Ryan. If you watched one of my previous videos about Ryan, you'll know that this past summer, Ryan, my grown son, he was riding an e-bike, and he was hit head-on by a pickup truck, and it severed his spine. He's doing pretty well. He's in a wheelchair now, and we do hope and pray that he will walk again one day, but it's one day at a time. And this terrible, tragic incident in Ryan's life has actually brought him back into my life and brought him back into his two older children's lives. And so we got together for Lily's 15th birthday. We went for dinner. I did record a snippet from our dinner at Boston Pizza, our birthday celebration, and so I'm going to share that with you actually. I wear too many hats actually, and so like I said, I'm a graphic designer and I design logos and stuff, but I also design greeting cards. And so I created a card for Lily, and the video that I'm going to show you is her opening it and reading it. So I hope you enjoy that. If anybody does want a custom design greeting card, reach out to me because I love to do that. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Lily's birthday. Can you see your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're at a birthday dinner for Lily with Ryan and Seth and Lily. Okay, and we have a little card for Lily. Let's go ahead and open the card. What does it say? Yeah, that's why you're wearing sunglasses. Do you want me to read it out loud?
All right.
Isn't that sweet?
Future star.
So it says,
for Lily on her 15th birthday. With a heart so caring, a soul so true, the world
You help at home, you lend your hand, huh?
It's supposed to be home.
Home.
Into whom you're meant to be.
No. Well, take it up with ChatGPT.
Oh, now you're gonna get Chad to do all your stuff, huh?
I always
Isn't
have.
that even...
Happy birthday, Lily. May joy fill your day. Keep spreading your light in every way.
These words from IGA.
ChatGPT. No, I told it all about you, and then it made a poem.
And it did all the work.
So there you go. And then what? Show us what you got. What is that? Oh, what is that?
What is that?
Oh, do you like Sephora? There you go. There you go.
Yay!
There we are. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel and you don't hate the sound of my voice, why don't you subscribe? If you're new to this channel, you're probably unfamiliar with what it is that we're trying to do here. And basically, Coffee Connections podcast is all about me as your host, asking my guests questions about their business, about their life, about who inspired them to become who they are, what experiences in their past made them choose the path that they're on. And as I get to know them, hopefully you're getting to know them as well. And people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And so that's the purpose of Coffee Connections podcast. I want the viewers to get to know, like, and trust my guests, whether they're local and I'm sitting with them in a coffee shop, or in their office, or whether it's on Zoom and they're in the same province, the same country, or maybe even across the world. It doesn't really matter. We have a monthly newsletter that we send out to anybody that is interested in learning about different industries, industry secrets, industry insights. You can take advantage of some discounts. We will be introducing you to some new tribe members, basically people that have been interviewed and maybe you didn't see that episode. So there will be a link in the description below this video where you can click on it and subscribe to get that newsletter. It doesn't cost anything. There will be prizes and giveaways. This is just the beginning, folks. This is going to be a fun and active community where you can sign up for courses, sign up for some webinars. You can learn from experts in the industry that have lots to share. Subscribe to the newsletter. A little bit more about me. I'm one of 7 kids. One of the kids I've never actually met. His birthday's on the 23rd. But he lives in Thailand, maybe? I think he lives in Thailand. My mom had him when she was 16 and gave him up for adoption. My mom married a German fellow and they had 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. And she came home and found him. He had been working under his car and it fell on him and crushed him. And somehow she maneuvered her vehicle and pushed his out of the way a little bit, was able to pull him out from under the car, and with the help of somebody else, they put him in the back seat of her car, and he passed away on the way to the hospital. So there she was, a single mom with 3 kids, and at some point after that, she met my dad and fell in love. And at that point, she was 26 years old and my dad was 19. And they got married, and then they had myself first. I'm the oldest, and then I have 2 younger sisters. And so we were a family of 6 kids. So the first 3 It was a boy, a girl, and a boy. I didn't think of them as step siblings. We were all brought up together, and so they're just my brothers and sister. But I'm the oldest of the second batch. The first three left home like when they were 16. It's like they couldn't wait to get out of the house. I guess it would have been a little bit difficult for my dad. 19 years old, and he's got 3 kids already and a wife, and then me on the way. Yeah, so my dad was active in sports. He was a bodybuilder actually, and he played fastball all my life. And I remember always trying to impress him. Maybe I just wanted his attention. He was a busy guy. All my life I played fastball as well, and I don't think my dad ever came to one game. He's probably busy playing his own. He played in the church league and men's league, and he was a left-handed pitcher, and he was a bodybuilder as well. I remember he had weights in our basement, and remember he had a membership at 𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐈𝐄𝐈𝐄𝐻 back in Ontario. And so I also, when I graduated from high school out in Hinton, in school I was active in sports, basketball, volleyball, track and field. I came in 5th in all of Ontario, or Southern Ontario, in throwing the discus. That was my first year actually even doing it. But when we moved to Alberta, it was for my last year of high school in grade 12. When school was over, I was like, what am I going to do for exercise now? So I joined, and also I played fastball in Hinton as well. But then in the winter, like, what do I do for exercise? So I joined a gym, and this was before it was very popular for women to go to the gym. It was like Arnold Schwarzenegger was bodybuilding, and Rachel McLish was popular, and Corey Everson, and Lou Ferrigno. Back in those days, that's when I got into bodybuilding. And again, I think I was trying to impress my dad, and it's weird. And so when COVID was happening, we weren't able to go see my dad. Or actually, this is before they closed public down. He was in a place for dementia, and when we went to visit him, we had to wear a mask. And so my sister and I have one sister that lives here in Edmonton. So we would go every week on a specific day, and we'd have to wear a mask, and my dad would have to wear a mask too. And I remember this one time when COVID was still fairly new. It was 2020, at the end of 2020, like in December. My sister wasn't able to make it with me to go visit, so I was there alone, and I'd spend an hour with him, and he didn't really talk much. I would talk, and anyway, when it was time to go, and he was in a wheelchair, and because they had him so doped up to keep him from being aggressive or whatever, that he couldn't even stand without falling. So, and he would hurt himself. So this time that I was visiting with him, it was actually the last time that I visited with him. I bent over and to give him a kiss on the cheek, and he whispered something in my ear, and he said, "Beautiful." And it was the only time that he'd ever said that to me. And I think maybe that's all I wanted from my dad, is his approval. But that's never left my mind. What he said, I didn't realize that was going to be the last word that he ever said to me. But, so like I said, that was in December. And Christmas Day came around, and I was single at the time. Bill wasn't in my life at that time. And I had a friend over that I'd known for many years, and we were catching up. It was Christmas Day, and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe 1 o'clock. And I was telling him this story about what my dad said to me and how it affected me. And of course, I was crying as well, right? Because I'm a blubberpuss. And anyway, so that night, after my friend is gone, and I go to bed, and I get a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's my sister, Bonnie, who, she's not the one that lives in Edmonton. She's between here and Calgary. And she phoned to tell me that my dad passed away that night. And it's almost like when I was telling my friend about what my dad said, at that very moment, the angels were coming to take my dad home. And I know that he's in heaven because he made a profession of faith. He lived his life for the Lord, and I know I'll see him again. So I bet you didn't know it was going to be a sad story, hey? But it's a happy story. And I love my dad very much, and I'm very grateful for the father that he was and the example that he set. And that's my dad. My mom is still with us. She has dementia also. She's a strong little woman. In fact, she stays up till like 2 o'clock in the morning moving furniture around. She always likes to be busy. So, you know, my sister and I go see her every Thursday. And she doesn't do a whole lot of talking. This last visit that we had with her, she was pretty alert. She was happy to see us and kind of recognized us. And I like to bring baked goods for her. She's got a sweet tooth. And I brought a homemade muffin for her, and I unwrapped it, and I kept trying to give it to her. And finally she leans over in my ear and whispers in my ear, "I don't want it." And so that was pretty funny because she doesn't usually articulate herself that well. But it was funny. So anyway, so that's a little bit about me. I'm going to let you go now. Do you know somebody that has a great story to tell, whether it's about a business or whether it's about something that happened in their life to bring them to where they are right now? Maybe that's you. Go to www.coffeeconnectionspodcast.com and contact us through there. Sign up to be a guest. Get your name on the wait list, and we'll contact you the next available opening so that you can be a guest and we can share your story with the world. Is your story worth hearing? Is your story worth telling? We want to hear it. Go to our website. The link is in the description below this video. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I would love it if you did. And come back next week. I'm sure we have somebody awesome to share with you. Bye.